Good evening, America, and welcome to Fireside Chat, presented by Hope Wind Brewing Company. I'm your host tonight, Drew, and tonight we have a great show coming ahead of us. We have two great guests, we have some fun games, interesting questions, but before we kick off, I have a question to the audience. There's been a lot in the news about alcohol sales going up 55% during this pandemic, during quarantine, so I want you to let us know, how have your drinking habits changed? Are you drinking more now? Are you drinking less? Are you just a little bit more conscious of how much you're drinking? So post that in the comments and we'll read some of those, see where everyone's at. But I'll give you mine, what I've been up to. I really miss sitting at the bar on a Wednesday night after work and then just have a couple beers, and they just keep coming. They just keep coming. They never stop coming. And so what I started doing is about once a week, I take a case of beer over to my favorite bartender's house, and I say, hey, I'm going to text you, and then 5 minutes later, I'm going to be at your door. Just leave one on your front step. I'll pick it up, I'll leave a tip in your mailbox, and I'll be on my way. I've done that now for 3 weeks, and it's great. No social interaction. I'm still on my phone, cracking open this beer as I'm walking home. The only downside, though, is when I wake up the next morning, stumble out of bed, and I realize, this isn't the bar, because who the hell closed last night, and why is this so messy? Every single day. But on that note, let us know what's changed, what's different, how you feel about it, especially on a sunny day like today. It's easy to knock back a couple beers while doing some yard work or hanging out in the sun. But let's get into the show. So tonight we have two guests with us. Rob and Patrick couldn't be here, but shout out to them. I'm sure they're watching. So let us introduce, first of all, Bryce Romero. He's been on before, second time appearance for him. Bryce, take a seat wherever you'd like.
Oh, man. I was sitting
Your title for this one tonight, Bryce, is Slinger of Fine Spirits.
Oh, yeah. I enjoy it.
How do you feel about that? You okay with that?
I feel really comfortable with that, actually.
And our second guest for this evening, the one, the only, David Quigg. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. David, you're tall, dark, and handsome.
Did I fit in? Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, you
I'm
fit
on.
in.
Okay, great.
I had a different shirt. I ironed a shirt for today because we were working, and then I cooked dinner, and spaghetti sauce all
It
down
just
the front.
splatters.
So this one's not ironed, but nobody
look
can
great
tell.
anyways.
Nobody can tell.
It's a gingham. It's not supposed to look ironed.
Perfect. See? Thank you.
looks
Adds some more
Hey,
depth to it.
Bryce, my wife was looking up on Google.
Yeah.
She wants to get a visor. I said like a Korean woman. And she is looking up
Playing backgammon all day or something like that?
Oh,
Is
we're
that what
going
they
to hell.
play in the casinos?
don't
What is
know.
that game that they play?
It's not Pygao. It's
Baccarat.
Yeah, Baccarat.
yeah, that's what it is.
So she's looking it up, and you know how it auto-fills when you're searching on Google? She types up women's visor, and it auto-filled with bling. Popular enough that you got to get them with bling, so
Oh boy.
we could make yours prettier.
I have a bedazzling kit in the back of the brewery right now if you want to bedazzle it up.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I might have lied about that. But
That
I'm sure
would
you
be
can find
awesome.
random stuff in a hot glue gun. We can just hot glue staples
Go
and
to
paste
Amazon.
paper clips
Yeah.
on.
Visor with bling.
Visor with bling.
Mhm.
Bryce, would you say that's like a couple defining words of your life is visor with bling? You got the bling.
Yeah.
You got the
I got
visor.
the visor. I got whatever I need. It's,
Whatever I need.
whatever I need is on me right now.
That's right. There you go. And a beer in hand.
A beer in hand.
Hey, Drew, what are we
Yes.
drinking?
I don't know. We usually don't say we're drinking live because
What kind
it's
of
a
juice are we having?
it's a
And if we're having
bad
a beer,
influence.
what kind of beer would you suggest?
Well, right now I'm drinking our new IPA that still hasn't been named.
Oh.
It's delicious. I've had a few of them
Sick invite.
in the last week.
Yeah.
Not tonight. Why you
not
want to name
tonight?
it? Maybe we'll name it live.
Yeah.
We could.
We
but
could.
I was thinking name it Sativa.
Name it
for
Sativa.
Our favorite bartendress.
Bartendress.
Temptress / bartendress.
God, I love you.
She said she loves me if you couldn't hear it. That's one person on my team.
How many people should say that a day?
Everyone should say it. My
Everybody.
kids say to me.
I told you I loved you when I got here. I
That's
said
actually
I
true.
love you, David. Like,
I
That is
said,
true.
I tell my kids I love you like 50 times a day. They're like, you already told me that. I said, I know, but if I get killed in a car accident, you want to remember the times I said I love you,
yes.
right?
Or if they're running around with a knife after you, as kids do.
I said I love you. Stop trying to
Stop.
stab me. don't smother me in my sleep.
Well, it's evolution of life where the child kills the parents.
Like a lion cub or something like that.
I think that's what they do. I watched
Yeah.
Lion King.
So they can marry my wife.
Yeah.
So they can get my wife.
Oh, damn.
Speaking of tragedy, I guess.
Oh.
Is that some Hera and not Zeus, Hera and someone else?
Yep. Something they do in Aberdeen, not in Hookman.
That's a good point, actually. That is an Aberdeen thing to do. No offense to people in Aberdeen, but it kind of is.
Yep.
We're on this camera now, by the way.
Oh,
So
we
it's just
are?
you
Like
guys
it can
on.
move around?
Like looking at-
Oh my gosh.
I know, we're so
This is
professional.
highbrow.
This is. Sweating up a storm in the suit already.
I know.
So, Bryce, we've met you before. We love you. You were a fan favorite without a doubt.
Yep.
For those who don't know, Bryce is the purveyor of all fine things in downtown Aberdeen. Fine
Yeah.
spirits, fine beer, great food.
He used to dress Aberdeen's finest.
Yeah, you did.
And then now he keeps Aberdeen's finest
Happy.
not thirsty.
Keep them on a great level of life.
Yeah.
Great level of life.
It's awesome. How's downtown Aberdeen going? Because
Downtown,
the thing that stinks is that all the businesses on downtown Aberdeen, there's so many awesome new businesses, and businesses have been there, and then this COVID hits.
Our block is personally our block is blown up. It's a hot spot. It's like the
Yeah.
epicenter downtown right now. It's kind of a big blow to being closed down like this. I don't know, as far as everybody else is concerned, but I mean, I was on a steady increase. I was just booming before we had to close, and it's just been a real bummer.
Yeah.
But I could tell you what, with the businesses we have and the core businesses growing downtown, there's a lot of people looking to get in on the action.
Yeah.
There's stuff happening.
Agreed.
The Mork Hotel's a big one.
Yeah. I mean, and we could probably talk about that whenever, but
Yeah.
Working in real estate, it's fun for us because we see these people coming into the community, seeing the value that we already know is here.
Yes,
Right.
that's
And
why
we hear
we're
a lot
here.
of junk, right?
Yeah.
We hear a lot of trash talking, but it's fun to have people come in from out of the area and say, "Hey, this is an awesome spot." And the people in the area saying, "Hey, we've got that here. We can do that here."
Oh, yeah.
And I think that I'm hoping that with everyone kind of self-quarantining, that there's a built-up kind of demand. So when we are able to use some of the restaurants and bars again, people are going to hit it hard,
Oh yeah.
and hopefully put you right back in that right path.
On the boon path, hopefully.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping, and everybody's saying we're in like a V. That's what they're saying. Hopefully it just shoots back up.
Yeah.
That would be spectacular.
That's what I feel is going to happen, in my own opinion. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree. David, you touched on real estate a little bit. Some people out there, I don't know who it may be, they might not be familiar with you, what you do around town, what makes you the person you are. So if you want to give a little elevator pitch of David Quigg.
Yeah, so I'm a fourth generation Harborite, all from Hoquiam. And literally, my dad grew up 3 blocks from here. My uncle raised his kids in that house. My wife and I are going to move to that house in Hoquiam this summer. So we love Grace Harbor. I went to Gonzaga and barely squeaked through with a speech communications degree because they will literally give you a degree for like speech classes.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, that's a win.
That is a win.
My parents probably paid a lot of money for that. But anyway.
That's another win.
I knew I was
Walk
in
out with a
trouble.
piece of paper, you're good to go.
I know I was in trouble because my sisters were catching up to me at Gonzaga. And I was at Jack and Dan's, a bar that's near the campus, and I was having some beers after after school. And then my thesis class came in. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, we're celebrating finishing our thesis. And I'm like, oh, we are? I knew I was going to take a victory lap after that.
I'm celebrating with you guys.
Yeah. I'll have a beer with you to celebrate you finishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Here
I came
for moral support.
Yeah, I'm moral support. So I came back and worked at the paper mill. I had a family at the paper mill for 16 years, and that was a shitty business, but an awesome time.
Yeah.
So many awesome people there, and lots of good relationships. And then I had been volunteering at the hospital, Grace Harbor Community Hospital.
For a couple years now, right?
Yeah, so I had a 2.4 GPA, so doctor or nurse I would never be. But I ended up going to work, so I volunteered on the hospital foundation board, which is the board that raises money for the hospital. And then I got hired to work at the hospital doing PR and marketing for about 5 years. And I was excited to go to work for the hospital because I was like, I can drink scotch at work, I can golf on Fridays. Like, this is gonna be awesome, healthcare executive.
It's
No.
like all the benefits of being a doctor without all the responsibility of saving lives. To
Little
an
did I
extent.
know, that was opposite of what happened.
Not a lot of
I
scotch.
don't know if it
not a
No
lot of
scotch.
golf.
I did golf a couple
I
times.
saw David quite a bit during lunch.
Yes, I
He
would
did
get
like
lunch
to
breaks
visit.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come try to get a cigar. But no, we did a lot of amazing stuff at the hospital. There's so many great people up at Grace Harbor Community Hospital. So I love that spot. So now I'm a board member, a commissioner for the hospital, and I really like that. But a few years ago, Casey Roloff from Seabrook called and said, "Hey, I want you and Jamie to come to work for me." And we're like, doing what? And he said, selling real estate. And we're like, well, my wife had a real estate license before. She has a master's from Yale in environmental management, but is working as a real estate broker here in Grace Harbor. And so he said, we're selling real estate. And I said, well, I think you need a license for that. And he says, well, we'll worry about that. You can get one.
Yeah.
So we did that. We worked at Seabrook. We love Seabrook out on the coast because just kind of like we were talking about, I think Grace Harbor is the greatest spot in the world. And it's fun when people come from other parts of the world and think it's that awesome too. That feels really good, right?
It does.
Well, a lot of people they talk about how awful it is here. It's like the weather we had today here. It's like it's unbeatable.
Yeah,
It's
literally
not scorching
72
hot. It's
degrees.
not cold. It's good all around. You see Mount Rainier. You can see the Olympic Peninsula. It's like everything.
Cloud in the sky. It's a little too hot for jackets, but
Well,
we're
yeah,
gonna struggle through
I
it.
agree. Yeah, I'm pitted out, but
That's
I
where
get
the-
pitted out above 55. So
Same.
Yeah.
It's because I feel like I'm always working hard, and that's why, right? Just a hardworking man, 24 hours
It's
a
nothing to do
day,
with the 3 candy bars I ate for lunch. So yeah, no.
and a very limited amount of water
Yes.
I drink. Yet it's all.
I
out of
think
me
there's
so far.
water in Diet Coke. There's water in
kind of
beer.
lot, yeah.
There's milk in lattes
Oh yeah.
So
you're getting,
pretty
you're
much
getting
healthy.
it from somewhere.
Yeah.
somewhere, or the rain,
You soak it into the skin.
osmosis.
Osmosis,
Yep.
yes,
In a shower.
100%.
Yeah.
That speech degree did you well. It,
It
sounds
did.
like.
Did me very well. So anyway, yeah. So now my wife and I sell real estate, and I don't think anyone ever grows up and says, "Oh man, when I'm an adult, I cannot wait to sell real estate." Like it sounds so cheesy, right?
It a little bit does.
It's horrible, but we love it. It's so awesome. It's literally like the interpersonal communications, helping people do cool things, sell a house, buy a house, helping people when they've lost a loved one, kind of move through that or divorce. The death and divorce are good for our business, but we take other things too.
Yeah.
In the commercial business, it's been really good. Jamie and I work as a pair because I like to talk and she's good at the details.
It's a good combination of two. Kind of get
Perfect.
all possible needs met.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the interesting thing about real estate too is like talking about divorce, death. It's one of the biggest moments in a lot of people's lives.
Huge.
It's the first time you buy a house. Well, the first house you sell, moving on to the
Yeah.
next one. It's like just intermittent phases of growing up, of maturing,
Yes,
of
it's
just
all
milestones.
important things. Yes,
Yeah.
we see lots of people now that are getting to the point that they've raised their families and they want to move down to a smaller home. And I mean, it's all these different life phases, and they're real emotional for people. And it's also difficult when you're talking about borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, these are big, huge commitments. So.
It's a little bit of money. It's a little bit
It's
of
a
money.
little bit
of
of
money.
And the thing that's great is that even during this COVID, the housing market is so tight. So there's not enough sellers. Lots of people still looking to buy, even in this time, and there's not enough homes available. So the prices of homes are high.
Oh yeah.
And houses, if they're priced well, will sell the first day or two.
That is
Well,
ridiculous.
I know.
Yes, even during this
know
time.
quite a few people that have been, trying to buy, and it's like you get one shot to put an offer in. If it's not there, it's not there.
We start so say we start working with somebody new, and we take them to see a house, and they're like, oh, I kind of like it. I like this house, and they're like, well, I think I kind of want to look around. Well, then they lose it out because
Yeah.
somebody else buys it, and then it takes about 2 or 3 of those, and then they're like, this one's good. I'll put an offer in. I want to do it. So you kind of got to learn.
It's just
over
kind of like
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's exciting for Grace Harbor. Today, though, I was thinking of something, and I wanted to bring it up to you guys. When we're driving around, I think we have such an awesome spot, but I'm getting a little bit more turned off by visitors sometimes, and I don't know how to say this in like a really nice way. Like, I think we have the best spot, and I love when people move to Grace Harbor to be a part of it. Like, we're really lucky. But these quiet roads and
Don't-
beaches, like
yeah.
I'm like, I kind of like it a little bit. I think it's a trade-off. Like we need the business.
Yeah.
We need the visitors to come to enjoy Grace Harbor, and we'll continue to promote it.
Yeah.
But I'm being selfish and like, I think we found heaven. I want to keep it.
Well, and unfortunately for that sake, I think a lot of things are coming this way.
Yeah.
So I think it's just gonna keep getting busier.
It is only going to
Which
get
is,
busier.
like you said, it's good and bad at the same time.
But
know,
could you imagine if you were in self-quarantine in downtown Seattle or in some like apartment complex where you could have been living in a big old house with a yard in a fun, safe community, fun neighbors. I mean,
And
why
neighbors you
would
actually know and
that you know
you care
and
about and they
care
care
about,
about
yes.
you. Yeah.
Why would you ever be in that situation? I mean, we
Yeah.
really have. I think it's only going to get more popular in Grace Harbor. I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
So I'm really
Oh, for
excited.
sure. Well, I mean, it's like you see it now. The shift is coming this way. I mean, it's like you come back from Olympia, in the right-hand side of the lane where people are turning in Shelton, it's car upon car of people.
Yeah.
And you can only imagine the people there are probably thinking, we got to keep going.
Yeah,
Down
keep
the
moving
highway, we got to
yeah.
keep moving.
Divine destiny or manifest destiny.
Yeah, keep going west. So
Keep moving.
I know, and we've all staked our careers on it.
Yeah.
We've invested in being
100%.
here because we think it's the best.
Mhm.
I think other people are going to agree with us.
Yeah, definitely a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, why not?
Make Hookworm great, keep Hookworm great, whatever people don't want to say.
Yeah, who cares? We'll say it. It's true. It's really true.
The greatest thing about that, though, is with person from Hookworm, Bryce is, with David as well, 4th generation Hookworm mite. I was transplant, moved here when I was a kid, yet it's awesome seeing people finding attachments, finding some way to get involved, finding a reason to love Hookworm much as someone who's been here for generations or
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
like that. And it's easy to do because once you actually get to know the people of Hoquiam, what Hoquiam stands for as a city, which is weird. A lot of cities kind of have some sort of personality to them, for better or for worse. And I think Hoquiam really comes off as a upper echelon city because of its almost determination, the grit it was built on, basically, and this sense of, yeah, we're just never going to give up. We're going to keep working through the bad times. We're going to stick with it through the good times and prosper when we can. But when things go less than great, I guess,
But they're not
they're
grumpy
together.
about it.
No.
They're not grumpy about it.
no, it's just
And
take
people
it with
can
the
be
ebbs
poor
and
as
flows.
dirt in Grace Harbor, and they still will give.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is weird,
Yeah,
right? Like, I mean,
with the food ball, everything like that. Relay for
all of
life.
it, the Relay for Life.
Yeah.
Any event, any person gets cancer or has a medical scare or a health issue in Hoquiam, even Aberdeen, boom.
Yeah.
People are all over it so quickly. And you know, Jamie and I noticed that even on the Seattle news, so many Grace Harbor things have been notarized lately. They had Sean Jameson with his church, and then the sheriff was talking about it, and then we had all the RIA stuff going. I mean, there's just so much cool stuff happening in Grace Harbor. Like, they couldn't have found better news in all of King County. They found good stuff happening in Grace Harbor. So
Yeah, and it's pretty continual too, and it's
Yeah.
nice to see. It's a refreshing change of pace compared to anything national, anything like that. Is
yeah.
when you do.
Well, because for a lot of people, I mean, that's all they see day in and day out is just
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
you know?
agreed.
Get
So-
more around,
I
possibly.
would love to get
Thank you.
around. That's what
Let's
I live for.
take a little hiatus.
You want my cup?
What, no, we have a COVID going around. I can't be using the same cup.
Let's read a couple comments. Mark's
Is there comments on there?
Yeah, Mark's drinking beer in the backyard. Gabe is drinking less, which is
Which is a lie.
Gabe,
That's a lie.
Porsche.
You know what somebody told
Gabe
me?
Portia, I love you.
They
I love
said-
Gabe too.
Somebody said that they lost a bunch of weight on this. I'm like, I literally had to let my belt buckle out
One more.
One more
click?
already because of this stupid thing. I had like 5 donuts this evening before I had dinner. Horrible.
Were they good?
Yeah,
Yes,
probably.
of course. They were like the Safeway, the gross kind,
then good.
the
You
chocolate
enjoyed
dip.
it.
Oh,
ones.
that are just you can't just have one of those.
No, that's the problem.
It
It's
was
horrible.
worth the one click.
I wonder why I have heartburn all the time. It's because I eat shit and I smoke cigars. Okay, so
I don't
what
know, yeah.
are other people lying about drinking that they're not drinking as much? I just-
Stephanie all said drinking about the same but trying new stuff.
Well, that's good.
Trent Dawson says the visor add flares.
Oh yeah, see, Trent's always been a Visor fan.
You
I
gotta
know
have
that.
flair.
Yeah.
You gotta
You
have
add it.
flair.
Yep.
It's something a little different. Pat
Oh,
Carruthers
there's
says,
Teresa in
is David old
California.
enough to drink?
Hell yeah.
Teresa says
Pat.
hi. Quarantine
Literally,
IPA.
he's 7 feet tall, like most Quigs. That is exactly right. 6'6".
Timothy Wade.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, there's Teresa from work. Okay, so Teresa at work.
Yes.
The thing that I love is how people are handling this kind of potential contamination. So I am not particularly afraid of dying from a disease because I worked at the hospital for 5 years, and I figure I got exposed to a lot of crazy stuff.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
But people are handling it differently. So we have an office manager, Teresa, that we work with at Windermere. The consummate professional. She is consistently professional. She's always dressed nicely. She does her work is immaculate. She's amazing. She literally will not let me come into her office. So I keep telling her that when she's not there, licking her phone and touching all her stuff. Because
when
it'll
she
last
walks
for
in,
3
just a
days.
spray bottle spraying you down
literally, she's like
every single time.
back. So it's funny. And the CFO at the hospital right now is a total germaphobe. So a coworker of mine that worked in quality now works for a different company, right? A large national company. And he's still great friends with the infection control nurse at the hospital. So knowing that the current CFO is a total germaphobe, even though he works at a hospital.
Yeah.
So he keeps his door closed all the time. Well, they planted this, they told him an article about how people can get COVID from farts. And so they're priming the pump so that next time I see him, I can still stand away, but pretend like I'm farting in his office to give him a little bit of a COVID whiff.
Big
So,
lunch.
anyway,
Big lunch.
Yeah, sorry about that. Oh no, just open a window. I'm sure you'll be fine. So anyway,
As he just runs down the hallway.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how people react to it. Yeah.
So David, you and Jamie, you work out of the Windermere office downtown.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, in Aberdeen.
Travis's office.
Travis
Yeah.
Delovich, yeah, he's awesome. So when real estate agents work as independent contractors for an agency.
Yeah.
So we work for Windermere, and there's some great local companies also that are real estate companies that are kind of based out of Grace Harbor, and some other national chains. So it just kind of depends on what your preference
You get
is.
attached to.
Yeah.
But also big news too, Alder Creative.
Oh yes.
Yes, I want to hear about this.
Okay,
Definitely.
so when I worked at the paper mill, we had to design some stuff, and we needed a website, and we're looking in San Francisco and Portland, and we'd had a marketing lady from Portland that was helping us in Seattle, and this guy Eric Jackson, who's from Aberdeen, but he's enough younger than me that I always thought he was a kid. He's like, oh, I had done some websites. I see him at church. Oh, I'd done some websites. That sounded kind of churchy when you're like, oh, I was talking to my friends at church.
It's great networking.
Kind of
great networking.
Yeah, God put us together. So anyway, and I'm like, oh, and I'm kind of thinking like, oh, I'm sure it's good, but like everyone has a cousin who's done a website, and it's like they're crap.
Yeah.
So I look at his stuff, and I'm like, dear God, like amazing. And he does everything. So he's building websites. On part of our website, he had hand drawn some of the fonts and then recreated it, helped with packaging, helped with all this crazy stuff, right? So then he kind of does some of his stuff, and then he starts going out with this girl, Britta Fulton, who's creative as heck, right? From Aberdeen, we won't hold it against her, but she's a local girl, right? Had gone away, worked for these big companies, doing lots of marketing and events and different things. And so they kind of get together, and I'm like, well, we should start a business. This is when I was still at the hospital. At the hospital, we're just using the crap out of them, right? Like all the promotional materials, just upgrading the brand. Because your business is your brand.
Oh, yeah.
And if you've
100%.
got some hokey 80s logo or some crappy website.
First
Without
impression
trying to
is
be
everything.
retro.
It's your first impression.
Yeah.
Like,
First impression is
sorry,
everything.
good luck. That's it. I mean, I hate to say you're done, you're done. So we're like, man, but imagine if we could like help some of these companies, because there's so many Grace Harbor companies that are doing cool stuff,
Yes.
right? Really cool stuff. And their customers are not like yokels, right? Their customers are savvy young people or people from out of the area that know good marketing, right? So Eric and Britta and I got together, started doing this Alder Creative. I had another job, and I couldn't really compete getting my own business through my own company. So Eric and Britta took it and ran. Well, they just grew the heck out of the business. But Eric and Britta are creatives. They love designing and writing and building and doing all these kinds of the creative end of the business. They don't like invoicing, making proposals, filling out paperwork, doing all those things that
Yeah.
are part of growing a business.
Like
And
back office type stuff.
all the boring back. Now they did it and they did it really well, but they didn't love it. I don't think anyone really loves it. So then they fast forward. They're hitched, have 2 kids. They did it in that order, and they want to spend more time with their family. But their business has grown to that size, and I think lots of small businesses see this, where you get to that point where you're going to have to pull it back down and just keep managing it as your own, or you're going to have to look at growing, and that means bringing more people on, having more back office support, more pressure,
Yep.
more money, more time. And Brenda and Eric said, we want to spend time with our kids and our family. And we sold them a really cool house in Aberdeen they're working on together. And so it just happened that Jamie and I are working as independent contractors at Windermere. We've kind of developed a system that every morning we have we run through all of our customer lists, we run through properties, so we have a nice kind of system to make sure we follow up on our customers, and our customer service is spectacular, and the projects that we're working on go through. And I said, well, what if we could take that same customer service focus and the back office support that we do at our work and do it with all our creative?
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. And literally, Eric and Britta are still working for all our creative, but now if we want to add 4 more people, Eric and Britta don't care, because they get to do the work they love to do and that they're pros at. So it's just amazing. If you go to the website, aldercreative.com, look at the stuff that they're creating. That stuff was built here in Grace Harbor. It's as good as any San Francisco marketing company, Seattle, Portland. It's phenomenal.
So how does somebody go about, say like I want a website.
Or you want someone, say you've got a website.
Does
you're really
somebody
happy
come
with
in and
it.
do like a consultation, or?
Yes. We'll come down and sit with you and say, hey, Bryce, let's talk about your business goals. Let's talk about what you'd want to use your website for. Like if you have events going on, whatever. We'll sit down and do a whole consultation. We'll talk about your budget. We'll talk about your future needs. And then literally just kind of let you say, hey, I think this is going to be a good fit for me. And then we just make it happen.
And so you'll create the whole website.
We've worked with customers where they come to us and they said, I have a dream and I want to have a brewery. I have a dream. I want to have a clothing store. And that's literally where we start. And then we start talking about names, logos, branding, color schemes, printed materials,
Everything.
website, photography, whole brand standard and packaging. So we can do that all the way from a business from start to end.
Okay.
Or we can come in and say, hey, you're doing really well, and you say, hey, I want to start up 2 new products. I want the products to kind of be like this is what I'm thinking, and then we can take that product and run. Or companies say, hey, I've got a website, I kind of want to freshen it up a little bit, I need some new photography, I want to kind of get going a little bit further. Or there's lots of businesses where we manage their websites and their social media for them so that they can work.
Well, I was going to say, is
and
this
then we can do the things
deal
that
with
they
that.
want to do.
is this something where you create it and then I take the wheel, or you manage the whole thing and I just
It
call it, I'm
depends.
like, David, I got these clothes I need to sell.
Yes.
Can you come shoot it and put it
hey,
on the website?
Thursday, I want to push these drink specials. Here's a picture that I took. Put it on my website. Or I want 2 Facebook posts a week about these 3 deals, and this is what's going on. You have 100 stock photos from before. Make it happen. Or you could say, I could walk in, say, here's your signage, here's your logo, and then you run it all on your own. And it just depends on our customers are all different. Some are small, some are bigger, some are independent. You know,
Total flexibility.
we try to make it. The thing is that people have expertise, and every minute they're not focusing on what they do well, they're losing. So if you want to spend time writing a blog, good for you. But if you're taking away from moving your business forward because you think it's fun to write a blog, then bad for you.
Well, I totally get it. Being a new business owner, I came into the whole thing thinking like, oh, I got all this time. I can manage everything. I could do all this. And now I'm at the point where it's like, I look at Michael and I go, listen, I need you to just handle this because it's slowing me down in the long run, having to worry about allocating time to do this when I could be doing 1,000 other things. Like,
yes,
you learn time management is very important.
when you run your own business, it is the least sexy job you'll ever have. and you're just pulled in a million directions. But Jamie and I thought, we've got 3 kids, now they're at home, 7, 5, and 3. We've got our Windermere job that's just awesome, we're loving. We can't get any busier, so might as well add another business on top of that.
I think that's fair. When it's already like peaked out, just see how far you can push
How
yourself.
crazy could it be?
How
He
crazy
did
it
have
could be.
another business previously.
Yes, my nice nuts.
Your nice
Nice
nuts.
nuts, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice nuts.
Jamie says to me, so when I was working in Las Vegas, and when people are boozed up, they'll buy anything. I went on the Coors beer tour, and I literally bought Coors chapstick. Like, who needs Coors chapstick? Only somebody that's had a couple beers and sativa. That's it. So with this nice nuts, I started just kind of like thinking like, what if you could say like, what if you could name it, because I love these candied nuts. They'd have them at this outdoor mall in Denver when I was living in Denver. And it was like the Nutty Bavarian. I'm like, that's so PG.
Is that
boring.
16th Street?
They had some at 60th Street, and then the other place that I would get them was at a mall in some nice mall a little bit out of town.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was like, man, and I love the taste of them, so I could just eat them. But I'm like, the Nutty Bavarian, like, oh, that's funny. I'm like, but what if you said, like, try my nuts? Or what if I said, wait till you get my nuts in your hand? So I had fun with it. So then when I was in Las Vegas, I was like, oh my God, if I could put a kiosk up at one of the casinos, how much nuts could I sell
A lot.
to a bunch of drunk people at 2 a.m?
And they can make the same jokes.
Same jokes.
Hey, buddy.
Like I've never heard
eat my
it.
nuts.
Yeah, like I've never heard it.
Yep.
I think I would sell more T-shirts than I would the actual nuts, right?
Oh, yeah.
So my wife is literally like, stop talking about it. Either do it or stop talking about it. Like I can't handle this because it's like 15-year-old. I'm like, wait till you get my nuts in your mouth. No hair on these nuts. Like there's so many good like
Ask
funny
me about my nuts.
Yeah, ask me about my nuts. And my wife Jamie would literally be like, hey, you want some of my nuts? Or you want to try my nuts? Like she would even get into it, right? And
It's easy to do, and it's so much fun. It just brings
Yeah.
out that childhood joy in
we
you.
loved it.
Yeah.
But then we were thinking like, because my like white trash dream was to be like a carny. Like I'm gonna get a booth. And I'm going to drag my kids from carnival to carnival to the fairs, and the kids are going to be selling nuts, and we're going to be like doing this. Once you have kids, you realize that shit will never happen. They're literally screaming, running, hitting, fighting. Nobody wants to go to a carnival for more than 3 hours or a fair, let alone travel around going to a carnival with your goddamn kids
To sell
and your wife
nuts.
yelling at you,
Yep.
selling nuts. So we made them. We did a few special events. And then Wine Cellars was our best customer. Like they sold a lot of them, Ryan and Karen. And so we said, I think we might get out of the nut business because we're busy. And they're like, no. So we said, well, do you want to buy it? And they said, yes. So we literally passed it on, and the baby still lives. So
Yeah,
so
they still
exciting.
do events. They still have them available
Yeah.
at the wine shop.
And
No, that's
Ryan's
great.
much more creative with his nuts than I was with my nuts. I just kept them, pretty simple and.
Some simple nuts compared to
Yeah,
some.
simple. His are much more spicy, so it's pretty good. So yeah, we did have another business.
one.
Good memory. I forget about that sometimes. I figure when I'm dead, I will rest.
I think that's the point, right?
So today I'm eating 2 candy bars. We went to Ocean Shores to get some photos taken of a house that we're listing. And we stop at the mini mart because I say I'm thirsty, which is bullshit. I really just want some candy.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a king-sized Hershey with nuts. I'm getting a package of peanuts so I can show that to my wife while I'm eating the candy, and some toffee or whatever those caramel with chocolate and hazelnut, right? Practically healthy. So my wife's like, you know what? You're just gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna be so mad if you just leave me. She says, you know what? You know what's gonna happen is you're going to get just handicapped enough that you have to be taken care of.
And we have to Jamie to do
listen,
so.
yes, I said, hey, listen. I said, leave me, you can take me, put my body in a nursing home, I don't care. She says, you'll be so bored. I said, sweetheart, I bet I could go a year without having to listen to the kids screaming and people yelling at me. I'll be okay. Just put me in a home.
Like right now, please put me in a home.
Seriously, like is Channel Point hiring? Like I would go there. So I probably will have a heart attack and
Next
then we'll
job.
laugh about this. You know what? Yeah.
We'll post this, I don't know, somewhere. Just
In memoriam.
Yep.
Memoriam.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
David
I'm gonna go to
said,
home.
Yes.
Put me in a home.
We'll make T-shirts.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna do a live stream with you from Channel.
Channel Point. Yes. All drooly and Jamie mad having to wipe my butt.
It's gonna be on a different website besides Facebook,
Yeah.
but it'll be online.
Oh, trust
Yeah.
me, it'll be live.
It will be
Oh,
live.
yeah,
Be
that's
live.
fine.
We had benefactors
We
said
can
sing
brand
at
out.
Channel Point,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna do this.
I like a day in the life of like a patient,
Yeah, I like that.
a resident.
You
Yeah.
sit there and
It's
watch
an
my
expose
students for
of
7 or 8 hours a day.
Oh, it would be amazing.
all the candy bars you want to, hopefully.
Like, I think I'll get up to go to the bathroom, or maybe I think
not.
I'll just go right here.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many life. I don't know. It'll be
Please
interesting.
don't do that on our chairs though.
It's
No,
not
we can
high.
close them down. We can close
yeah,
them down. It's
yeah.
fine. We
I told
closed
them
them
the
down
beer
before.
could cause those problems.
I know, that's what I'm worried about.
That's what we're all waiting for.
Yeah, I was like,
We're like,
girl,
oh,
is
it's
it gonna
not
happen
gonna
yet?
happen.
Or
Yeah,
he
yeah.
promised a show,
I do
and he's
promise
gonna
a
give a
show.
show.
Yeah, after you've had kids and after you've worked at a hospital, my
Fecal.
yes, I like my
Range.
ability to be like disturbed by things or
Oh.
understand what privacy means, just
Goes
not.
away.
Yeah, Stiva,
I actually worked at Channel Bay. It was my first job.
how was it?
I loved it.
I worked there too, filling in for a little bit.
Yeah.
It is really spectacular. And Moira, the lady that runs it now, is awesome.
Awesome.
She is so awesome.
So it got to the point like after 1 month in, we'd sit around and have lunch together and talk about things that most people could not eat lunch and talk about. Like you get
You get
desensitized.
yeah,
It's like,
desensitized to it.
like, you
Yep.
can talk about
Just everyday
all
life
that
now.
when you're taking care of the
Well,
elderly.
we've got, I call it a silver tsunami because we really do have a generation that is just kind of on that brink, right? Like the questions we have now and the conversations about taking care of people in skilled nursing facilities or at home, I mean, that's about to get real. Our parents' age, it's a huge generation of them. They're just going to be sitting there crapping and causing problems all over. So we're going to have to deal with it at some point.
Do we though? I think my
Or
dad's
not.
watching right now, so that's why I'm saying.
You're like,
do we?
Your dad's younger than my dad, but seriously, like,
I've been
you know.
doing this for years.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, Sativa
We hire
knows
Sativa.
firsthand.
Sativa for
God,
service.
Sativa, you should have gotten him in a home years ago.
She
Years
didn't have
ago.
a home. The funny farm.
That's
Funny
the
farm.
problem. I'm not saying your home. I mean a skilled nursing facility, somewhere different.
That
yeah.
is-
I'll let
that
you know
is the
when
funny
your
farm,
nerves are
right?
level and you can move in.
Yes, thank you. I would go there. Yeah.
We'll put a vending machine in for you for all your nice
Candy.
nuts.
It would
and
be
candy
so awesome.
and
I would literally just eat candy until I'm in a diabetic coma, and then off I go.
plug out of
Yeah.
the wall. I like
No problems with that.
that. Yeah.
We're all
Sounds
gonna die.
peaceful.
So one of the other jobs, one of the other businesses I want to have, and I shouldn't tell this ahead of time.
Give me the rundown.
No, I want to have a green burial park in Grace Harbor.
That'd be
There you
cool.
go.
Yeah.
I think that, well, especially working at the hospital and spending time in real estate, people are horrible with death. And it's gonna get us.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like it is going to get us. Like there's no getting around it, and we cannot have a conversation today, but we will end up having to have a conversation someday. So I like the idea of people being a little bit more prepared on like what they want to do. Like we see it a lot at the hospital. Like say I'm here taking care of my buddy. I've known him for years and years and years. He's now dying. Well, now his brother comes in from out of town and is like, oh God, you gotta save him, we gotta do this. And you're like, dude, we had this conversation for 5 years.
Yeah.
This is what he wants to do, right? So having this conversation. But I was thinking, what if when we die, we literally just get in a forest, put in the ground?
I
Not
love
in
that.
balm.
That's what I want.
You can get
100%.
in balm, you can get cremated,
yeah.
or just buried, to compost in the ground.
Yeah. I think
Put a
that's
pretty
great.
rock and have trails in the
Steve,
woods,
yeah.
but not grass, not whatever.
I've seen where they compost you and
Uh-huh.
then they give you to your family with like a tree or a head
sapling or
Yeah,
there.
see, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So you could do it at home or you could put it in a park like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So anyway,
I think the
that's a little
cemetery
morbid, but
is for sale through the city of Hoquiam. I think they just want like $1 for it.
well, yeah, because you have to mow it. They would be so mad
Wait,
if
they're
I
trying
came
to
in.
sell the cemetery?
They need somebody to
I don't think
manage
they're going
it.
to sell it. I
I
think
think-
it just costs a lot of money to upkeep.
Yes, they would be really mad when I just throw a bunch of wildflowers in there and let it
And
just
just let
become
it go. It's a beautiful
park.
field,
Yeah, as you
full
just
of
walk,
alfalfa.
trip. So many dandelions, golden waves.
I think that's a great idea.
Anyway, that's morbid, but yeah, probably should stick with Alder Creative and real estate.
No. combine all the two, real estate,
I'm
and then
down
you
with
can
it.
brand your new
Yeah.
green cemetery.
Burial park, yeah.
Burial park. I like that better, actually.
You sell yourself the cemetery ground, and then use Alder Creative
To market it.
It's never
And
ending
then-
money.
It's never ending.
It's never
It's
ending.
Then when you die, I can sell your house for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of going to that burial park, right?
Yeah, you have to go there, and then I'll take care of it for you. So.
And you could
I'll take
you
care
could
of
do
it.
the social media for the funeral as well.
Yeah.
Like live stream it.
Yeah.
I've never seen a live stream funeral before. I've never looked for one.
Could you imagine? Yeah, I haven't looked for one
wild.
either.
Huh.
That would be. I would hate to invade on someone's private time like that.
We'll make it public. We'll make it fun.
Yeah.
At Alder Creative
Speaking-
only. Funerals.
Yeah, funeral.
Maybe coming
Funerals
soon.
live on Alder
Oh my
Creative.
gosh, we could do some glamour shots of like when you were young and handsome.
That's terrifying.
So cool. The
With the-
bow
Oh,
your thing
God.
up, like kind of sexualize your photo for your obituary. Be a
Why don't they do that more for obits?
They are
Make
so
it
It's just like-
boring.
they're
My wife
so
says to me,
boring.
"But so you watch 48 Hours or like Dateline? They will find the worst picture of the victim."
Yeah.
My wife says, "If you pick a bad picture of me and I get murdered, I will come back and haunt you." Like you got to pick like a glamour shot, like are you? Because you always feel bad. Like the really like when they look really bad, you're like, oh, that's probably the murderer. But when they're like really cute and nice, you're like, oh, that's so
Oh.
sad. It's horrible how that
It
happens.
is.
But it's
It-
weird that they pick like
it's a
the
shame.
worst photos.
I've
Well,
never
you're just
been a
gonna look
fan
through
of-
Facebook and find some intern guaranteed back office somewhere. Saying, yeah, this one looks funny.
Yeah,
Let's
this
put
is
that.
good enough.
He's in the
Put
middle
that
of
baby
talking,
Yeah.
mouth is open,
Yeah, yeah.
one eye's closed.
A bunch of weird stuff in the background.
I've never been a fan of funerals.
Team,
Oh, you
can
haven't?
do one more,
I hate
please.
funerals.
Thanks.
Yeah, but the problem is,
I would
I
rather
think-
just have like a giant party.
agreed, and that's what can happen. You don't have to do like a
sure.
formalized
I don't
funeral.
want a sad funeral.
No, you don't have to have a
I
sad
don't want a
funeral.
funeral at all.
No, I want people to be sad always.
No.
Like, well, you know what? If you die, we'll get buttons with your face on them, like our sad face.
Well, I tell people all
I already
the
sell
time that
those
I'm-
for
that I'm-
$10 on whatever that website is for the Grace of Goals. We sell those. Yeah, the buttons with my face on it.
You
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, and t-shirts
What's the
too.
website? Tell us.
I can't remember off the top of my
Damn it.
head.
Grace Harbor Goals.
.com.
It's on. I think that's what it is. It's on our website too.
It's probably
Hit a
like
home run with
GH
Drew
slash like
.com.
dash goals.
It's been a lot.
I
I
don't know.
miss
Ask
soccer.
Ben Breen, he knows.
That is true. So, you guys want to play a little game?
Let's do
Oh,
it.
heck yeah.
All right, let's go. Little comments first. David Quigg, this is a great prelude to your new talk show from Gabe Korsha.
Yeah.
What's this about wiping butts? From my brother-in-law Kevin.
What? Oh, are you kidding me?
It's you have to wipe butts. They have a
Just
newborn
because-
at home. They're not newborn. What is that like? 6 months? Is that
You know how many
newborn?
Half a
butts
year?
he's wiped? You know how many butts he's wiped in the last 6 months?
Not enough.
It
Two.
doesn't stop. I've got a 5-year-old. I still have to wipe his
Did
butt.
you see two?
It's in Theo, baby Theo. Shout out to baby
Yeah.
Theo.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying like he's wiping random
He's
people's
only
butts.
done it
Thank you.
twice.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying.
That's why I
I
was
can
like,
only
two?
change
Yeah.
2 diapers.
2 diapers.
I'm like, oh no, I'm sure he's
Thank you
changed a
so
ton.
much. Do you want my dead soldier?
Sure. Yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sativa.
I'll give you that too. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a new game set up tonight. We have a little bit of time left. So what we're gonna play with Bryce and with David, it's called Weird Craigslist. The Price is Right. So I scoured Craigslist for hours today instead of working. I saw some weird shit. I'm tempted, but I saw a bunch of stuff. I picked out, I think, 7 or 9 of them. And so what I'm going to do, I have pictures of most of them. We're going to show you. I'm going to show you 7 of the pictures. Some of them aren't needed. I'll give brief descriptions. But that's how this is going to work, okay?
These aren't all from the want ads, are they? Or...
No, it's
The
the things for sale.
personals.
Oh, it's a
Sativa.
Yeah, the personal
the per-
ads.
It's
Are you
weird. A lot
selling
of the
people?
ads seemed like it was Sativa's writing. So
Well,
Yeah, it
if
is
it
possible.
is something I really want. You'll
you'll
Oh
probably
my
know which one it
gosh, I'm
is.
sure
If
we'll
you guys
know.
can guess,
Um,
I'll give you a high five.
Okay.
So you guys know the game Price is Right.
Yeah.
You guys
You
guess
have
a
to be
price.
under, right?
You have to be under.
Okay, closest to but under.
Closest to but under. Okay.
Bring it on.
Sativa, my memory is not good. So can you remember what someone says to?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh,
the
like if I
prices that
say
you're-
1423, I tried to do an auction a little bit. They're like, you just do like 3 items.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not an auctioneer. I'm not doing it. I felt bad. I did 3 items. Literally, I had to write down 400 going once. I had to write the numbers down because I'm like, shoot, what did you offer? Oh no, it
was it?
475%. Oh dang it. So anyway,
You would
And so it
never
went
doing
back
that
in
again.
price
David
sometimes.
Boyd
Yeah.
would be like the best MC. I'm gonna start hiring you to MC events for
Bryce,
me.
I literally.
He was the officiant at
Yes,
a wedding.
yes.
At Eric Larson's wedding.
I've officiated a couple
Yeah,
weddings.
sick invite, Eric
It's
Larson.
amazing.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I haven't done a funeral yet. I haven't done a baptism.
Not yet. All
Not
the
yet.
creative.
Yet. All the
Next
creative.
funeral needs.
Yep. So no, yeah.
I'm booking you.
Tom Quigg says to me, he's like, if you get behind David Quigg and between David Quigg and a microphone, you could get hurt, and it's true.
Hold that back a little bit. Yeah, and Bryce, you want to scoop maybe in a little bit more? Because we're going to go wide angle.
Are we still 6 feet apart?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yep.
We measured
My
it out.
arms are 7 feet, so.
Did you guys wash all your hands too?
Yep.
Oh, I washed
I
my
actually
hands
did
just
put hand
now.
sanitizer on before I came in.
Good boys.
I've been touching my face a lot, so. I don't know.
Oh, I always touch my
I know, it
face
happens.
so much. It's
Beard,
horrible.
mustache, everything like that.
Ugh.
Okay, so what we're going to do, Christ is right, all Craigslist ads. So I'm going to give you guys this. I'm going to read a little bit about the product.
It's yes. Read the product.
It should be on your screen now. So this is a 1971 Cadillac Hearse Superior for sale. It's a one-of-kind
Oh,
hearse.
yep.
472 big block engine, mechanically perfect from bumper to bumper.
And the paint job looks pristine.
And they can see it too. I have the
It must
pictures
be.
up.
It must be good for cremation with those flames.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
It's weird how this was the
it's
first
a hot
one too.
item.
It's not
It's
like
a
a
hot
weird
item.
thing.
Yeah.
All the creative on the side of
Yeah,
it too.
literally. Like we're dying to work for you.
The back can. This is in the ad.
Okay.
The back can hold 4 kegs. And
Oh god. Or
It's
4 dead small people.
just
Oh.
yeah, they're about the same size.
Yeah,
Maybe the kegs are a little
definitely.
bit heavier.
Yeah.
But they have new gangster white wall tires as well.
Obviously, look at them.
What's
I feel like
Those are
I've
double
seen
wide.
something like this out in
Are they?
front of
That's
Coleman
not regular
Mortuary
white wall,
before.
that's a-
Yeah.
Double wide
Oh,
white
do you
wall.
want to know a story that the Hearst, one of the Hearst used in the Ghostbusters movie, came from Whitesides or one of the funeral homes here in Aberdeen?
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
That they turned into the Ghostbusters machine.
That's cool.
It's from Aberdeen. Yeah.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
famous. So I
We
bet
are
that people are
famous.
dying to find out how much this amazing Hearst is for sale for.
Yes.
Because
David, what do you think?
I feel bad because I bet, I mean, this
I have
thing
a
is
number in my head already.
crazy.
I
Okay,
already know
why
what
don't
I'm
you go
paying for.
first? What
Yep.
would you pay for it?
$6,200.
Oh, really? I'm gonna
$6,200.
put 8,600 because I bet it's closer to 12,600, 12,500. So I'm gonna say 86.
How many miles does this Cadillac hearse have?
Who
didn't say
cares?
it.
Look at it. It's
It is
beautiful.
over 100,000. Bryce, you said 625?
6,200.
6,200?
What did I say?
You said 86.
Okay, all right.
The
And
asking
Drew
price
says-
for it was $65.
Damn!
$100.
Oh,
Bryce gets the first
Bryce,
point.
Dang it, he knows his Hearst.
Baby.
That is a steal. It's got a big block engine.
I'd give them 7,000.
You
for
could
that.
totally lay rubber in this thing
You should
right
be-
down the road.
You can lay a
That's
lot
an
of things
awesome.
in that thing,
Isn't it
David.
awesome?
I bet
A
you
lot
would
of things
fit
will be
really
laid.
well
Yes,
in that.
I could think of 4 or 5 new businesses. My wife
Just
says
because
just
of
because I
this.
bought a domain doesn't mean I own a business.
No, I think that's all it takes.
That's
right?
all it
I
takes.
feel that way.
David
God,
Quinn,
who needs a
LLC.
business plan?
Your life is a business.
Yeah, kind of like a game show, talk show.
It
Okay,
is. All right, second one. I'll show you guys a picture. I'll put it up for this. So what we're looking
oh
for.
my god.
Do you want me to describe it for you? You want to guess what it is?
Is that Amish dummies or is it like British boy
Are
band?
they wax figurines?
Yes, they are.
They are?
So what we're
How
looking
much?
for, they had 40 of them. We're looking for one price. It's for a full-size
Yes.
adult. So
You
what's
have
in that
40
picture?
Wait, how many
they,
are-
They had 40 of them for sale, but they broke them down individually.
So this is the price for just one.
For just
Just
one.
one.
The price for just one.
One.
How
wax
could you put a
figurine?
Yep.
price on something so amazing?
And so-
you know what you could do with those?
What?
They
I
have
mean,
too
you've
many
got
to
the
begin with.
hearse right there.
Oh.
Every window, every business in Hoquiam could look busy if we buy 40 of them. They'll think there was an Amish invasion.
The best
This-
part is that one in front looks like Cousin Mo's
From
from
the
office.
Oh, it totally looks like The Office. That's what I was thinking.
The best part about it, that's not in this picture, wasn't included, but it's in the ad. There's a couple of things they said. There is a mechanical dog as well for sale.
Is the dog involved in this?
No,
transaction?
this is just for
No,
one.
no, it's just for
okay,
one full-size
I would pay-
adult male.
I pay $400. I say $400 an individual mannequin
Yeah,
for
okay.
a wax figurine.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe like $950.
I mean, I want to buy all 40 of them.
How much did you say? I gotta write this down.
400.
Yep.
I'm thinking $950. That's gonna be a few hours worth of labor.
Look at all the hair
Plus
and the
wax.
facial hair.
So it was part of the Lancaster Wax Museum, and for one full-size adult,
Oh no.
it is $350.
Oh, we're going
surprisingly
over.
reasonable.
What a deal!
That's cheap.
That's really
That's
reasonable.
really cheap.
We
I
should
know.
do a museum.
It's
then.
probably because I'm
What if we
thinking of
just
like Madame Tussauds wax museum.
That are
enough.
actually,
It's like
what if we just filled up the Lady Washington so it was just parked and there was all these like
it's just
pirates on
floating
it?
out in the middle of the freaking thing.
I
We
did
could
find that on
recreate-
Craigslist as well. This isn't one of them. It was a pirate ship for sale that came with its own skeleton crew of wax figures.
How much? 20,000?
No,
I
it
need to
said
get
call
on
for an offer.
Craigslist more. This stuff is amazing.
Or
I can
less.
fill my house.
I'll give you that. I'll let them look.
Well,
Oh boy.
it's Dolly.
So right now the score is 1-0 with Bryce in the lead. I actually put the scoreboard thing on the app
So
too, so you
pinball
can
You
see
are
the
machine?
so
score.
good at this.
Is this
I'm
a
proud of you.
pinball machine, Drew?
No, it looks like it was part of
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Was it?
It's the top of
It's the top of a
Oh
Do you
pinball
want me
machine.
to read the description?
I'm gonna
Me too.
guess.
This is Bally's.
Yeah.
I'm
Bally's
guessing.
Dolly Parton
Mm-hmm.
pinball machine. Works great, disassembled, ready for pickup.
Okay.
Good back glass, good field. I don't know what that means for pinball.
Fields probably off the pads.
Where the stuff is
bumpers.
down below.
Oh yeah.
Big bumpers on this Dolly Parton.
Oh,
Sorry. That's as
Dolly
off
I
as
love.
I'm gonna get. Okay.
You go ahead
yeah.
and bid it out, David. Quick. Tell
Did
me
you?
what got.
Okay. By the way, what city or something? Where's that hearse? What city was that hearse in? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
What else did it say about Dolly?
That was it. It works
Easily
great,
assembled,
disassembled, just
works
like her.
great.
Dolly works great,
Does it
Okay,
play
disassembled.
I
music
think
while
that
it's going, like
to get a
working
Dolly
9 to 5?
Parton sativa,
That'd
would
be
we
awesome.
pay $1,100 for a Dolly Parton pinball machine?
From 1978.
Oh, that's vintage.
That's what I'm thinking. I'll do $1,100.
Okay. Bryce, what are you thinking?
It seems kind of high,
Somebody's
maybe,
calling
but
me.
You can change it if you want.
Change your bid. David.
nobody's calling me.
Tell Bryce to answer his phone. Gibby wants his money. He's gonna shake you down.
It is Bill Gibbons.
How's the score
It
tied?
is. He
Bill
doesn't know how to
Gibbons.
use computer, so at least he's not watching us.
Barb.
It's in my
He went
truck.
over. It's the price is right. If you go over,
You lose.
yeah.
Where you at?
Joe
Bryce
Joe
didn't,
Fagerstedt said my interview's making me laugh. You need to start a
I'm
podcast.
down here at the
I don't-
brewery.
It's
Come
really
by.
good.
I don't even know what podcasts are. Where do you get your cigars?
Yeah, I'm
Phil.
live.
This
I'm
is-
live.
Yeah, you're
We're
right.
live right now.
Yeah.
Who are you talking
I'm
to?
talking to Bill Gibbons.
Oh, BG. What up, BG? I know Megan
Tell him
Gibbons
we're
was
playing
watching.
a game. Tell him we're playing a
he's
game show.
he's
Hey.
chewing me right now.
The address is 217 8th Street.
I gotta go. I gotta call you back.
We gotta go. We can
All right,
hear him
bye.
yelling. Can hear him yelling.
So how much would you pay for your pinball machine?
I'd probably pay $1,000.
Big money boys over here.
no, is it
the
cheaper?
price is $750 cash.
God.
$750
People
for
are not
that.
I've seen
appreciating
pinball
Dolly.
machines for like way more money than
That's
that
what I'm
online.
thinking.
That's why I'm
Like-
guessing it's not in good shape, actually.
Like,
because
because I
they're
feel
really
like
expensive.
pinball machines are really expensive.
Well, you probably have to go pick it
Well,
up
a
too.
brand new one is $8,000.
Yeah,
It
but
is?
does it have Dolly on the front of
See,
it?
so
Most of them do.
Batman one. That'd be pretty cool.
But
So
that's-
so
Batman
obviously
is also
we're
pretty
off. We're over. But
need to
who
dial it
cares?
down.
We're over it.
Dial
together.
down. You guys ready for the next one?
Dial it down.
Yo,
Okay.
baby.
Yes, please.
All right. And I'll describe this one a little bit. This one is interesting.
To say the least.
So this is a Tauntaun snowmobile.
Okay.
From, if you remember Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Luke gets captured by one, cuts off his arm, stuff like that. The fake fur has been coated with silicone to help repel water. It is originally a 1996 Polaris Indy Ultra SKS. No reverse on it though.
Oh.
It has a 680cc engine. Engine was rebuilt in 2010. It has
Oh my gosh.
a title as well, basically. It's
Good.
all that
Okay.
So it
matters.
wasn't stolen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, who
who's,
would
I
want
mean,
to
you
steal
know,
that?
yeah. Who put fur over my snowmobile? The thing I thought of first off is that it was just like in Dumb and Dumber.
That's what I thought it was
That's
too.
what
That's all I
I
pictured.
thought it was.
The van
Dumb
from
and Dumber
the,
snow to go with the van, right? In the winter.
doggy groomer one.
Yeah, yeah.
Lifting up the ear to pump gas or
So
whatever.
cool.
I
Yeah.
want one of those.
That is so
I'm
amazing.
gonna
Anything covered in
bid,
faux fur.
Well,
It's pretty
and
cool.
Does the fur keep you warm?
Thank God.
Yes.
I bet it does. There's something like insulation.
You could like
factor
wrap
to
your
it.
arms around it and keep warm.
Yeah.
Hug it.
I feel like I would bid $2,500 for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to 800 because I keep losing.
Those are very different prices.
Yeah, but I
Remember,
think-
this is a Tauntaun silicone fur
I know.
insulated Polaris
The
1996
Polaris, she's with you.
94.
Yeah, with a rebuilt engine. And
But
clear
it's
tire.
from 2010.
It's
Yeah.
from Star Wars, though.
It is trademark. Disney.
Trademark,
Disney,
yes.
don't sue us, please.
I feel like it's going to be worth more
The
than
asking price was
What?
$2,750.
Dang it! Oh,
$2,750.
yes!
That was.
God.
You were close,
Dude,
Bryce.
every time I've gotten it
Oh.
right, it's within a couple $100.
I've never gone shopping before, but I'm sure if I did, I would be better at this.
Like shopping for what? Just shopping.
Anything.
Yeah, I've never bought anything either. Now that I think about it, like
No.
if I need something,
If you go to the grocery store,
I
it's
just
not
take
like
it.
you
Just
look at the
buy it.
prices. No, except, you know what? Have you looked at how much steak costs at the grocery store?
Oh, it's expensive.
It's so expensive.
I
I'm like,
went- hey,
hamburger's fine.
I'll tell you what.
Just
Shout
form
out
it into a
Hector's,
steak, right?
Hector's,
Put a
Hector's
bone in
meat
it.
place in the mall, Rancho
Yeah.
Alegro. Went there
It's
the other day.
delicioso?
Muy delicioso.
Awesome
I
spot.
went and bought a ton of steak there the other day, and a ton of carne asada. Fantastic. The
Good,
guy
okay.
does a heck of a job.
Thanks
he
for the
gets,
invite,
he
Bryce.
gets the freaking
Yeah.
tomahawk steaks.
Oh no way!
The big ones.
I am the Shops at Riverside's biggest fan, so I should be there.
Can we do? I'm gonna read one thing from the audience. This looks like an episode of Dumb, Dumber, and Dumbest. Bill Gibbons.
Bill, how does he even
there's
have
no way
Facebook?
that he has
It's
Facebook.
Megan. It's Megan.
Turn him off.
Megan, get him off here. Megan, no, bad.
I only want to be
I'll
single
come
dumb.
get Mohan.
I'm gonna be
I know
single
where he
dumb.
sleeps. Oh yeah.
You go ahead and let him know.
That is
Let
so
him
funny.
know.
I'm coming for him.
All right, next one.
Mm.
This one has a
Mm.
pretty good description. So in that
Wow.
picture,
Oh.
there are 40 telephones.
Wow, a pile.
And it's for the whole thing. So the price for all 40 telephones.
Okay.
Okay, so these are vintage artisanal telephones. These vintage phones were hand used
Yep.
in
And
Austin, Texas at a boutique call center. These classic communication devices come complete with a curly accent cord and collector's edition.
Look at how the
tote-
cords are already like tangled together.
Yeah, so you don't have to
Horrible.
tangle it to yourself.
You don't have to do it. Yep.
The phones have a finely aged yellow patina from
Yeah.
24-hour fluorescent light exposure over
Ooh.
the past 25 years.
Wow.
So these are 40 phones.
Okay.
How much for these
Ugh.
40 phones that are vintage artisanal telephones?
Think of all the like screaming that's happened on that.
$275.
$40 a buck a phone.
Ooh, it's getting interesting. $100 for 40 telephones.
I got
David.
it! I got one! Woo!
David got that one right.
Yay! It's about
I don't
time.
know if
Bill
we're allowed
Gibbons.
to high five.
We'll watch our.
Who's
We're
who?
clean.
Who's who?
I know. I already told him. I want to be single dumb, and then one
I
of
wanna
you
be
two can be
dumbest.
dumber or dumberest.
I want to be dumbest.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
more dumber, more dumber.
I want to be more dumbest.
The dumbest of all.
I don't think I have a picture for you guys, but this
Okay.
one's very just kind of vocal.
Give us
Yes.
a rundown.
Super short at
Okay.
200,000 45 RPM phonograph records.
How many?
200,000.
There's
Jeez.
200,000 of them.
Turnkey operation. All 45s are cataloged in a database. Inventory is available.
Okay.
Record selves. Is that a thing? Sieves?
Sleeves.
Sleeves.
He misspelled it, bastard.
Okay. Slabs.
But the best part about this is for more information, please call the Wolfman.
Wolfman Jack.
Wolfman.
Jackson?
I'm not.
Who knows?
I don't want to give out personal
What we
information.
should do is
200,000.
give. What
So-
you need to do is give us his name,
Okay.
and then all 14 people that are watching will literally just send him an email and say, "Excuse me, do you have Elvis Presley? Nothing but a hound dog. Excuse me, do you have?" And then we'll just ask him obscure songs over and over and over again to see if he has them. Never buying any of it.
If it's a Wolfman Jackson, he's got it all.
Well, it's
200,000.
200,000. With
Wolfman Jack.
Bill Wolfenberger should buy that and start another station.
I bet I have
Oh, Boss Bill.
Yeah.
545.
Boss Man Bill.
You
Yeah,
do?
I love Boss Bill.
So you're telling me he has 200,000 45s. They're not
Okay.
full like
Well, I got
38s.
something for you.
That's what that
200,000.
says.
I don't have room
That's what the ad says.
40,
I don't know anything else.
I'd spend $48,000 for 200,000.
How much?
48,000.
Oh,
I would spend.
As much as a new truck.
it's a good truck too.
You know what I'd
Yeah.
spend?
How much?
$700.
$700.
See, this is what
for 200,000.
And he
Thousand.
said
He's just-
48,000.
He said 48,000.
48,000. It probably
Jesus
should
Christ! Asking price.
You know what? I want to
Yeah.
change my bid.
Nope.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Hear it.
Give
Hear
us
it.
a rundown then.
No.
You want me to change my bid?
You were way off. Asking price $60,000.
Oh, I got 2 points.
For
I got 2 points.
200,000.
Holy
45.
Is that the last one?
No,
Oh, good, because it's tied.
I know.
I was going
I'm
to do.
sure.
Oh,
But
I was
boy.
going to do the classic Price is Right bid.
Yeah,
Just bid
$1.
$1.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like $1.
Yep. But I didn't go over.
No, you hit it.
Where's that? Did they say where this guy is with 200,000 records?
Yeah, it did. I can't remember
So
that.
He's
something
having a
you
record year.
Keep in mind is that if that's Wolfman Jackson, it comes with a provenance. It's not just the albums. It's
They're
that
Wolfman
he-
Jacks.
Wolfman Jackson's, and he was a really famous
Big time radio
Yeah.
DJ.
So you're not just buying the
You know the
collection, you're buying
Wolfman
the
Jack.
story.
And the
So
saliva of his that went on those albums somehow.
Yeah.
And you pay extra for that. And 100%, I agree.
That's why it's worth
You get
60,000
spit in a
when
vial.
I would have paid 40.
You
Let me
probably
write a
would
check.
have got it for 40.
Yep. That is so crazy. How would you even carry all those? You have to get a big semi truck.
You know what though? But I bet you some of them are worth more than others are.
Oh,
Big
100%.
time.
But do
You just have to
people-
go through
Siphon
200,000
yeah.
records.
Who put Dolly Parton next to Barbara Streisand? You did it wrong.
I think they fit. I don't know. They're both
I
white women.
alphabetize my albums.
Is that by the artist or the artist
Yeah.
or group name?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I use a Dewey Decimal for my
Yeah,
albums.
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works well. Okay, so this is the final one we have a picture for, but after this we have two more that are very
Oh, good.
vocal.
Oh, is that
I
like
love
a little
vocal.
scooter?
Cute. Yeah, these are
Well,
nice.
you know, David does have children.
I have kids.
So if I can read the
My
description.
kids were born too big to use this. But some kids, some normal kids can fit on this. Okay, let's hear it, Ladybug.
For sale. Bullshit European baby scooter made out of wood and smugness. Do you dream of your perfect European child scooting across your hardwood floors,
Yeah.
waving "Hello, Mama," as you
Yeah.
relax in your pong chair? I'm guessing that's IKEA.
Must
Th-
be.
And then this is your European baby scooter made of wood and smugness for you. Our child, a failure in our eyes, did not like it. She looked
There you go.
great posing on it though, so
Yeah.
it's perfect for posting #Instabrags to fritter. Yeah, definitely,
Good,
definitely
yeah.
Swedish. But then she would notice the oh so effing Wes Anderson-y wobbly antenna on the front, lean forward and boom!
Oh, face plant.
Oh, yeah.
That's like an AFV video. Like I'd
That'd
watch
be
that.
great. I'd watch
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
So it does make a great wobbly antenna toy, and while your kid bats at them like Ralph Wiggum as the other kids scoot around on their plastic Walmart Deathmobiles,
Yep.
you can console yourself knowing at least your scooter looks like a hipster footstool from Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. When you have
Wow.
kids, you're like, I'm only getting like this super sleek, like Scandinavian
stuff.
look.
Yep.
I'm not putting all that plastic shit in our house. That lasts
Wood
like 2 weeks.
and smugness.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
all
It
you
is full of
need.
smugness. Because nobody would really want that. And you know, if it was at a
I
real
wouldn't
kid's
want
house,
that.
that would have been full of mud already.
Broken.
Chewed up by the
It probably
dog.
would have been broken.
Yep. Those eyeballs would have been tugged right off, eaten by a
David,
kid.
how much is that worth?
To get rid of it or to have it in your house? I'll pay $22 for it.
$22.
I was thinking like $45.
Okay. Asking price for this was $40 even.
Yay! Tiebreaker, tiebreaker, I broke it.
You broke
So
the tie.
what we have now, we have two left.
That was
The
so
score
close though.
is
I know,
Like
it was
$2
like
off.
3 David,
$5.
2
Damn.
Bryce.
Oh,
Okay, so the next one, they get a picture. You might be able to see it on the screen if you want. This
who's
is
that
another one-
handsome devil?
Exactly. This
Can you see it? Look at this. It's like, speaking
you?
of Europeans, is he smoking too?
Probably.
Okay, but
every
what's
European
this is an
smoke.
ad? What's the ad
This
for?
is an ad.
Cigars.
No, this is Eye Candy Lawn Services. Eye Candy Lawn Services is here to assist all the lovely, lonely mamas with any special lawn needs. Why settle for boring white bread lawn service when you can get a real piece of eye candy to take care of it for you? We here at
Oh
Eye
my
Candy
God.
pride ourselves in not only our deep passion for modeling, but also our
A deep passion
dedication
for modeling.
Who doesn't have a deep passion
Yeah,
for modeling,
duh.
obviously.
Oh my god.
But also our dedication to making your lawn or garden looking neat and handsome. So what we're asking for, they had several different services that they priced
I
out.
bet they did.
We're asking, what do you think, and they have fun names for them as well. What do you think the Dawn Lawn? I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Cute.
They named it the Dawn Lawn. This
I
is a
have some
service.
dirty jokes about bushwhacking, but I'm gonna leave them out.
No, I'm sure it's all included.
The Dawn
How-
Lawn.
is this for,
a
like-
Dawn Lawn. Is this just for Bryce?
I think
Because
so.
you are our eye candy?
Oh.
How much would you pay?
Did your cheeks
Do you
get
want
red
to-
when I called you eye
I
candy?
think a little bit they did. I can
Is
tell you what the
this-
service is if you want.
I
Is
don't
that
even
really
care
gonna
what the
help at this
service is.
point?
Yeah, probably.
I want to
it's
know
okay.
how long is it per hour that I'm bidding, or is it for the whole like?
It's for the whole thing, they said.
So it's
this
like
is
one price for as long as they want them for.
But they can always deny it and say no, they have to do it more. This is just like general.
Like
this
a
is
general
what the
base
normal
price,
quote is.
okay.
This is just for mowing.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, Dawn Lawn.
The Dawn Lawn is just for mowing.
Give me the rundown of what's included.
Just mowing.
Oh,
Just
just
mowing?
mowing. Mm.
But it's the
Oh,
Dawn
excuse me. It
Lawn.
is per hour. I'm sorry. It
Okay.
is per hour.
So this is a bid per hour.
Yep.
What do you have a passion for modeling? I mean, that's even obvious in the photo.
Yeah, it is.
$75 an hour.
Whoa.
No way. I like it. I'll do it.
Because when I'm mowing lawns, I
You
charge
would pay
a
it
ton,
or you
and I'm
would
not even
model?
The Dawn.
I sold
you
myself
do
for
the
$50
Dawn
once to
Lawn?
mow a lawn for that East Trail House auction last year. To
Shirtless?
Monica.
With your shirt on?
Yeah. Off.
It was?
Yeah.
What did you wear for pants? Short shorts or like normal pants?
She never called me to do it.
Oh,
So she just paid. So I don't
who
know
was
what that
it?
means.
Who was it?
It was Monica Ewing.
Monica, if you're watching,
Well, she
she's
moved,
not.
so she doesn't have a yard now.
Even better. You have to wash
It's just me
wash
with,
your
like,
house.
I get one of those non-vacuum vacuums.
the little
so
kid mowers,
kid
yeah.
popper.
This is blowing bubbles on the sidewalk.
I like that.
Back and forth.
For like 2 hours
Okay,
or something.
because the guy is obviously a professional. If you look at the photos,
Yeah, and he's modeling.
are you spilling on
I
yourself?
did, and I'm like
Damn it.
looking at it. I'm
All
sorry.
right. We'll pay. I would pay for. When you do drugs, you get so skinny. Look at that.
Life advice.
Life advice: drugs keep you skinny. I wouldn't pay. I'm thinking he's charging $45 an hour.
You're
That's
close.
cheap.
Am I over again?
Yeah, both of you guys were.
Oh, we were. What was it?
$40 an hour just for
Oh my
mowing.
gosh, that's not much.
Oh,
That's
Where's he
cheap
at?
for
I'll
like
call
a-
him. What do you think his name is?
He's in somewhere in Europe.
Vin,
Like,
oh,
I
in
can't
Europe.
remember.
Oh.
I feel like
People are
that's
cheaper
cheap.
from Europe, maybe?
Oh,
Is that in euros? Because that is pretty expensive. If it's
No.
30 euros, it's like 120 US dollars.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just kidding.
Oh, so I win.
No,
No.
they actually have a dollar sign.
Oh,
on it.
dollar sign.
Dang it. Okay.
So we have one final one.
All right.
David, you're still in the lead. Bryce can catch him. We can
I have to
all
win this one.
please,
Well,
as
we're
a-
winners.
No,
in each
no,
other's
no.
eyes.
If I win,
No, I can come up
Sativa's
with one more.
eyes. Sativa thinks we're winners.
Oh wait, so
She
you
doesn't
can
have good friends.
you can
We're
see-
She has low standards, so
I
she
know, I love
sees
you.
us. They,
Oh,
Oh, we love
it's a
you.
horrible
You
idea.
You guys are my faves.
So you can look at a picture. All it is a picture of a elliptical machine. Nothing special about it. That's why I didn't print it out.
Okay.
Obviously, I haven't been looking much at weightlifting equipment or elliptical machines lately.
Well, looking
Go
at it
on.
doesn't help you anyway. It's
I
gonna
know.
use it.
I saw this picture today. Jamie showed me one of the Hemsworth brothers, which I think the Helmsworth.
Helmsworth.
I think they're literally just one person, but they're like Mary-Kate and Ashley, so you think there's two, but there's really just one of them.
I thought
So
there's
anyway,
3 of them. There's like 4 of them.
There
I
is. There's an
think.
ugly
Yeah.
one and 2 hunky ones. But I just tell my wife there's only.
called out.
Shots fired. Yeah.
No, it's true. Anyone
I don't
knows.
even know. I thought there was only one.
I
feel like-
I
didn't
didn't
even
really
know.
watch- Anyway,
He's been
so there's
busy.
a video of one of the Helmsworth doing some workout video, and then it pans to the thing, and Lee's like, I'm so excited, and finally he got his workout video out. She's just laying in bed eating ice cream, watching
Watching
the
it.
Helmsworths work out.
I did the same thing actually too. It's worth it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So final one. It's on your screen. It's just elliptical machine.
Yep.
All I got to say to this is, please come get rid me of the Gold's Gym elliptical machine. I got it a year ago from a friend who only used it as a coat rack, and I said that
Yeah.
won't be me. I'll definitely use it. I swore to myself I'll use it, and so I made bets with my friends, and unfortunately those punk asses won. So I would like to put a big white desk so I can sit, so I can work, and it allows me to feel good about my sedentary lifestyle, and I need to get rid of this. How much does this shame machine?
It is
So
a
I'm
shame
sitting here
machine.
thinking,
Shame machine.
if I was in his position,
Yeah.
I would just be willing to give the machine away.
Right.
Because
Come pick it up.
yeah, I'm gonna guess free.
But okay, you know what I'm thinking?
No, there's no free ones. I'll give you
no
another.
free.
There's no free ones.
There's
I
no
made
free
sure.
ones?
No, yeah. I thought that'd
So
be...
there's some sort of price.
Price. The thing that somebody told me is that if you want to get rid of something junk, don't put it outside for free. Put like $10
Put a price on it,
Yeah,
yeah.
then people steal it because they think they're getting something.
I've heard that.
Huh.
After we were just talking about how wonderful Grace Harbor is, and then we're like, oh, but if you want something sold out,
You want
in your
something
yard,
taken?
put a price on it. Yeah.
Put
We've done
$100
that
on
before
it.
here
Myers.
before.
Jeff Myers was here, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was our
amazing.
second guest.
He never lets me use his taser, which is so
Oh,
disappointing.
he let us
Lame.
try it. No, you did not. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Kidding.
that would be so
Only the pepper
awesome.
spray.
You guys are just tasing each other.
Yeah.
Did you feel anything yet? You feel anything?
Okay, so
All right, how
for
much for this
a
elliptical machine?
to relieve this person of their
Exercise.
It's a
their
burden.
It's a
yeah,
burden.
clothes hanger, $20.
I was thinking $20 maybe. Can't be free.
It's not free. I guarantee you that.
I really.
And there's no like barter or anything like that. It's actual.
It's just like some price listed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess $40.
Okay.
God, we got a game.
What?
Asking
You beat
price
me?
for it was
$40.
freakishly low, $50.
Oh my god.
I'm back, baby.
We're tied. That's ridiculous.
I was gonna say 50, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just underbid it.
I like that. It's a
You
good ad.
can't set up, get rid of my junk, and then charge $50.
I
There's
honestly
no
could have
brand new
seen.
elliptical.
I honestly
So
could have
what?
seen the listing with a giant red free, like
That's
on
what
top
I would
of
have
it.
done.
Like,
Yeah.
Come
Sativa.
pick it up.
So my
look at
question
that no
is,
Sure.
stand.
I've actually shopped for one of those items. Can either of you boys guess which
Oh.
one of those items I have?
All right, so let's go through the choices. For
I know the answer, so I'm not gonna say.
okay, not a kid's toy, a pile of telephones, a fur-covered snowmobile, a Dolly Parton 1970s pinball machine.
She's suing us, by the way, right now because of that.
For
She wouldn't do that.
Dolly Parton, she would not.
No, she
You know
Pastor
what?
just said there's a man at his house with a. He's a representative for Dolly Parton at his door.
We're gonna
Dolly
buy
Parton
this and
would
send
come
it.
play here for free because she'd be honored.
Is she still
She
alive?
would be honored. Of course.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna
I
go
said
to
that about
Dolly.
every celebrity.
You know, I
Let's
could,
go to Dolly World.
Let's go to Dolly. Is that
I would go.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, it's not in Tacoma.
Oklahoma.
Working 9 to
Oklahoma.
5 all night, baby.
Let's go to Tacoma.
It's wild waves in Tacoma.
Let me tell you what. There's a few things in Tacoma.
Okay, wait. So
Oh, yeah.
sativa. I think the sativa might have tried to buy a hearse before.
I was gonna say the hearse too.
That's my guess.
They both still win.
You guys both still win. Yes, I.
All right, sativa did try to
Okay,
buy hers.
So we're both
A couple
winners.
times I've tried.
Okay.
You want to
Yep.
hear something interesting about a hearse?
Yes.
The average hearse, if it hasn't had any work done to it, only has like a 5 to 7 gallon gas tank because they're used to just going from the funeral home
To the cemetery.
to the
Oh, so they
cemetery.
don't have normal gas tanks on them.
No, so you have to get that redone if you buy it and want to use it as a regular car. I found that out when I was doing
Holy
the research.
smokes.
Alder Creative's gonna have a little bit of investment.
We already have a bus.
No, I like it.
Alder Creative has a bus.
I know
Hey,
you do.
I got
Yeah,
a question.
like that.
When can I get a ride on the bus?
Well, you know what? We got the woodwork
'Cause I
all
saw you
finished
have
up,
this-
and we put a toilet in it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Because you just
yeah,
open
yeah.
down the road, it's just like a hole in the.
No.
It's just pouring up.
Just logs rolling down the street. Oh my god. That is the best idea ever. Just bring a bottle of water in there with you to
Yeah,
wash
to
it down
wash
the
it
hole.
down the hole.
Oh god, it'd be horrible in traffic. So yeah, no, we're working
You
on
just
it.
see it just plopping down.
Only
That'd
if
be
you're-
so cool.
It'd only be horrible if you were behind you. You're in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah,
When
no
I
one
was in
noticed.
Europe, I remember there were some trains that you just went and it went down on the tracks. And there were certain times when they wouldn't let you do it because you were going over bridges. Other than that, you could
yeah.
go to the when you flush the
Anytime.
toilet and literally you could see the track.
It's
underneath.
terrifying. I would want to. No, I wouldn't want to.
That's pretty cool.
So cool.
So one
Okay.
more comment before we kind of wrap up. Is this over yet?
Who said that?
Megan
Are we
Gibbs.
still looking at the elliptical or is that just time release?
Oh no, I didn't change it.
Okay.
It's a good looking elliptical.
It's
Okay,
amazing.
so
They took the clothes off for the photo.
I
which
know
was
they definitely
great.
did. So we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. But with everyone we bring on, I love asking these questions
We're
and these.
tied.
I know, because we're both winners. That is the amazing
It might
part.
just have to go down as a beautiful hookworm tie.
Yeah, like BFFs.
Can't give us some sort of tiebreaker.
Yeah, flip cup.
Let's
We're
play.
going live.
Let's play Flip Cup.
Flip cup.
Come on, man.
Oh, baby.
Oh, jeez.
What do you do with this fifth of vodka?
It's not vodka. It's hand sanitizer.
Oh, why is it so liquidy?
It's 80% alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Don't smell it.
Did they put any smell good in it?
Nope.
You need me to roll my
Okay, so what are we doing?
You guys want to play flip cup?
Let's
I
play.
don't know what to do.
You flip a cup and pound it.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Come on, David. You've been there. Take my sports jacket off.
Yeah. I wish you had a green jacket.
A green one? Like
Yeah.
I'm at the Masters?
Yeah.
I don't have a
That'd be
green one yet.
spectacular.
I'll get one though. Let's get one for all the creative.
Yep, with the logo on it.
Of course. It'll be like a patch though, like they do.
Yeah. Oh, like a embroidered patch.
Yeah, an embroidered patch. It's gonna be explosive.
It's gonna be explosive.
That's the sound like fingernails on a chalkboard.
I know, and we still live.
Poor people at home, like there's got to be something better
we're
on it.
5 minutes over.
No, I mean like to play this game. You coming now?
Yeah. Why?
Well, go and then hurry up.
Can I go to the bathroom?
While Sativa's setting it up.
I didn't need to puzzle buckets. Mr. Jones, I'm playing, I'm on TV right now. I saw something happen. What are you doing, David?
Oh, hi, John. We're doing a talk show. We're live on Facebook. But Bryce had to go to the bathroom, and then we tied in the game where we're doing names of prices and stuff from Craigslist. And now we have to do some drinking something?
Okay.
I don't know how to play it.
Alright, we have
Did you walk down, John?
No, I don't.
29.41.
Thank you.
Thank you, we appreciate you coming in.
It's so good. No need to block the system. Just keep having what you like. Thank you, John. See you later. The people are still waiting for us.
Yeah, probably.
Or they went to bed.
Or
Or they're still out in the yard drinking and playing on the trampoline.
That sounds like a better idea.
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure that doesn't fall. Like that one? Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, David. This is the most explosive thing happening on
What?
the internet right now.
I don't think so. There's probably somebody wiping their elderly relative's rear end.
Yeah, right. About to play flip cup.
How do you do it?
So you drink, and then you have to set the cup on the edge and flip it, and it has to land like open side down.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Hi.
Can't wait to kick your asses doing this.
Can I be on this side?
Yeah, I don't care.
Are
Can
you
I
playing too?
dance?
Yeah. I just want to drink.
Yeah. Scoot in, make sure everyone can see who's playing.
I think we're.
Oh yeah,
Or do I need to be
I
on
see
the
it.
other
I
side?
see your butt.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
butt's on
You can be on
camera.
the other side, or you can move that chair.
Yeah, let me scoot the chair. Hold on.
Oh, fun.
We're gonna have a good
It's gonna
time.
be a long one. I like it. Okay, so what we have now,
Sativa's already drinking. Okay.
she's winning.
I'm
She's
showing
having
you
a
how you do
warm-up.
it.
Yeah.
You drink it,
Yes.
then you do this.
No, it's gotta be the other way around.
Tell
Other
it.
way
The
around.
other way.
Yeah.
Start up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
like
like that.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna play flip cup. So right now Bryce and David are tied for a piece.
Yes.
They refuse to leave. We tried to kick them out numerous times. They
Yes.
refuse to leave
I
until
have a
there's a
sleeping
winner.
bag.
And
Not
We're
anywhere.
having a sit-in.
we're having a
Yeah.
sit-in.
I just took a shower in the urinal. I'm clean for the
Brian's
day.
gotta go backwards now. It's like a headband.
Yeah.
So you drink, flip, drink, flip, drink, flip. flip.
Yep.
Whoever's done first
Drink,
wins.
flip, and then you can move on. Drink,
Yep.
flip, then you can move on.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I want to win.
You
You
act
own
like
a
you've
bar.
never been in college before.
Oh, I literally made it 4.5 years in college and never played flip cup.
Oh.
It's a fun one for sure.
Oh, gosh.
I'm playing just
Uh-oh.
to play.
You guys need to watch out. The visor's backwards. He's getting serious.
Oh my gosh.
You want to count us down, Steve?
All right, are we ready?
I'm
Oh,
ready.
hands off the
Yeah,
glass.
Hands off the glasses. Ready?
All right.
Now
3,
the
2,
Yeah.
1, go! Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. God dang it.
Oh, look at
Dang
you.
it.
You're coming on so strong.
Who here works in a bar? God.
Love it. You can still catch him. You can still catch him.
Oh my God, don't.
Oh! So close.
That was fabulous.
Great competition.
Oh my
So
God.
Bryce was our winner tonight for all things.
Bryce is a winner.
All the festivities, all the games, all the
Yay.
excitement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bad at flip cup. We
We're
learned
good. It's a
something
lot of
new.
fun, though.
We can
We'll
so
play
fun.
another round
So
if you
fun.
want.
No,
Yeah.
thank
You can
Maybe-
practice with the kids at home now.
I will practice the kids at home.
Hey, pound this juice.
Yeah. Daddy, my tummy's hurting.
Mine too. Deal with it. Once again, we want to thank Bryce. We want to thank David so much. Be sure to check out the tap room. Be sure to check out Widmere, David and Jamie, real estate agents, all the
All the
creative,
creative.
everything that
Everything
he's so
David.
busy with.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you. For
And then come down here, get some food to go. We're literally, while we were taping, there's people coming and buying food.
Yeah.
And eating.
And being like, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah.
They're
What's
like,
wrong with
why,
you guys?
why can't
Yeah.
we be on the TV?
Yeah. Why can't
They
we do
can.
Beer flip.
We've
cup,
had a few
something.
people crash the TV show, just kind of run through the background.
Yep.
That
They're
counts.
always naked too. It's weird.
Weird. That's
It's really weird.
Oh, Hoquim.
But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We'll be live again this weekend. We're still doing Sing for Your Supper. Next week we have some new fun things going on starting Monday.
Supper club.
I know, I'm doing the same thing. Supper Club. Starting Monday, some new activities to make sure you kick off your week right. But besides that, delivery Friday night, Saturday night. I won't be here. I'll be in the sun, playing golf, drinking beers.
Baby. In
But-
your yard, shirtless, kiddie pool.
If you need someone to mow your yard, $40 an hour, I'll take my clothes off.
do the lawn one.
I might be interested.
That's my next business.
Yeah.
That's
Take
my
that.
next business. Well, thank you guys so much. We love you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we hope to see you soon. Cheers.
Bye.
Goodbye.